radioactive crystal? An infinite energy source? An alien parasite? God? Chernobylite gave us free energy, teleportation, human augmentation, but also massive unemployment. We became actors, playing parts assigned by those controlling the green crystals. Even former thugs like me need to fit in to survive. Is such a life, Chernobylite life, worth living?
One message received from Megan Gray. You may view and respond to it at any time on your smart display.
Oi, love. Know you're busy, so I'll keep it short. Hey, best of luck on your first day at work. Dress sharp, make a good impression, and remember, whatever happens, this blasted Chernobylite won't be the end of us. Little princess adores you. I love you too. We'll get through this together. Stay strong.
End of message. Would you like to leave a reply? Recording started. Reply sent. Ending conversation.
Coming up next, April 26 marks another anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster. On that day, 38 years ago, the world has suffered from one of the most catastrophic nuclear accidents in history. The explosion at the power plant near the city of Pripyat tore up the reactor. booster vessel and released radioactive material into the atmosphere. The nuclear fallout reached far, poisoning Ukraine and neighboring countries. More about the Chernobyl disaster and its consequences for the future after the commercial break. Stay tuned.
The portal has been calibrated for the trip. Please use it to commence your training in the Kozlov's Training Center.
Welcome to NA's training ground. Identify yourself, recruit. State your age, previous occupation, residency and marital status.
I'm 38. I'm worked as a security consultant in London. My current residency is in Kiev. I'm married with a child and... Look, is this really necessary? Surely you know all that already.
No sweat, Grey. It's just for the red tape. Bureaucrats, right?
Right. What's next in my schedule?
Sergeant Koslov is supervising training on the Central Square. He's going to tell you what's what. I appreciate you putting on the full hazmat suit, but feel free to take off the helmet now. It's safe around here. Now go find Sergeant Koslov. Good luck.
They'll hire just about anyone these days.
Damn those rats! They're everywhere.
Cole Gray, right? I'm Sergeant Gleb Kozlov. Been waiting for you. Congratulations on your new job. I'm impressed. You were in the top 3 on the list of candidates for the Planewalker program. You've obviously been through a lot. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't. Just like the rest of us. Kozlov's training center is supposed to prepare you physically and mentally for the role of planewalker before medical procedures turn you into one. But since we still have some time, do you have any questions, Gray? I'm your superior, but as planewalkers, we're all equal here. Feel free to ask. Gray, I've been supervising those missions for years. There are risks, but you should be fine as long as you stick to procedures.
That's not what I asked. I need to secure my family's future. I have a daughter.
When you have fulfilled your contract, there'll be more money in your account than you've ever seen in your entire life. But if something happens to you, rest assured your family will be taken care of. Want to know what's the worst that can happen to you? Listen, the missions are simple for the men like you or me. You jump to a parallel universe, make a deal with the locals, or put them in their place. If they don't want to cooperate, that is. Sometimes you'll need to dispose of a few wretched souls corrupted by Chernobylite. That's why combat training is important.
Corrupted by Chernobylite? In what way?
Not entirely clear. Chernobylite influence can sometimes cause people to lose their mind. Quite literally. You know how it is, Gray. Red tape, NDAs, corporate liability. But you don't need to worry about that right now. Moving on. Once you've located a suitable sample of Chernobylite crystal, your FMC will evaluate it. And the harvester does the rest. It has all the Chernobylite mining equipment required to collect the green gold. We load what we can and get the hell out, back to our home dimension.
I know nothing about parallel universes and all that malarkey.
You don't need to. We leave the scientific shit to the brainiacs. In a nutshell, the Chernobyl disaster gave birth to an endless number of parallel worlds. Their timelines are different than ours. People there are usually unaware of Chernobylite's power, or they were already killed or corrupted by it. But the reclamation missions provide access to an unlimited source of Chernobylite. Thanks to our job, this world can flourish. After my uncle, he's the boss here. You must think that I got this job effortlessly because of him.
I didn't say that.
You didn't, but that's actually true. I was one of the first people ever genetically modified into planewalkers. There was a risk I wouldn't survive the process or the first mission.
But here you are. Your gamble paid off.
Good. It's time for you to familiarize yourself with different fighting techniques and choose which one suits you best.
Well, can I use them all?
As you were told during the recruitment process, there are a few classes of planewalkers, like Eliminators, strong and skilled at melee combat. Emissaries, agile, fast, and dodgy types, with a good eye and shooter's stable arm. Or scientists, who use their intellect and knowledge. They're trained to use Chernobylite-modified advanced weapons. You are here to train and eventually decide what class you want the genetic modifications to turn you into. Our trainers are here to show you the ropes. Get back to me when you decide what kind of planewalker you want to be.
Still waiting for that wrench. Fyodor lost it. Stupid bastard.
I'm Leof, the caretaker of the melee arena. Are you one of those?
One of those?
One of those who are all talk and no action. Blah, blah, blah. Are you here to fight or talk? That's what I wanted to hear. You'll be fighting a cutting-edge simulacrum-like opponent. Cannot kill you, but it'll still kick your ass if you underestimate it. You'll get the chance to practice your light and heavy attacks. I want to see if you feel comfortable while fighting with a melee weapon. And don't forget about defense. If you find yourself in a position to block opponent strikes, do it. Now, enough of this talking. Get in and show me what you can do.
Get him! It hurts! It hurts!
I guess you would survive in a real combat scenario. Not bad. Yeah. Nobody cares about your self-adoration. Only the results matter. Now, be quiet and listen to what I have to say. I really liked your heavy attacks. They require more strength and skill. That's why many recruits avoid performing them. Not you.
I'm used to challenges.
I noticed you preferred to run away from strikes instead of blocking them. If you really have to do this, at least try to roll, dodge or jump when you're exhausted.
Next time when you create a planewalker, will you make him indestructible? Half of the problems are solved.
Don't be such a smart-ass. Keep your eyes and ears open and you might actually learn something. Now my favourite part. I'm gonna grade your exercise on the scale from 1 to 10. 6, maybe 7. You're adequate. But if I were you, I'd train a bit more. Do you want to try again? There's no such thing as too much training.
Son of a bitch!
I guess you would Yeah. Nobody cares about now. Be quiet.
I'm used to
I noticed you preferred to...
Next time when you...
Don't be so... Now, 6. Do you want to try... Do what you want.
You must be Cole Gray, our latest addition to the merry band of Chernobylite reclamators. My name is Stanislav. I train new recruits such as yourself in the fine art of killing from a distance.
Nice to meet you, Stanislav. I used to work in security and I do have some experience in handling firearms.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't. But it's normal to get a little rusty after a longer break from action. So would you like to train so we can both assess the shape you're in, huh? I'm not going anywhere. Let me know. Well, let me explain how this is gonna go. In a moment, I'll let you into the arena. You'll face hyper-realistic virtual adversaries. Ultrasound-based haptics and all. Crazy real.
Sounds very technologically advanced.
What can I say? NAR provides the best for its employees.
So, what do I do in this exercise?
Show me how you handle the firearm. Try to score some headshots and dodge your opponent while you're at it. It may just be a projection, but it won't be standing idly by and watching you try to shoot it. No, sir. Good luck, Cole. Nice shooting, Cole. You scored some good hits in the arena. Just keep in mind that confidence and arrogance are not the same thing, huh?
Do you have any observations that could benefit my training?
You've managed to get some headshots and stun your opponent. That's good.
Anything else?
Not really. You're quite adept at dodging, which is a great way of avoiding damage to your health.
Understood. How did I do overall?
You're a natural. Well done. Would you like to try that again? No problem.
Go grey, right? My name is Nicola. Do you wish to learn how to fight using Chernobylite-powered gloves? No worries. I explain everything. Do you want to give it a go? Great. You'll be fighting with state-of-the-art virtual 3D projected avatars. Feels like a real deal. Trust me. Here are the power gloves. They allow you to concentrate the powers Chernobylite gives you, causing elemental damage to your target.
Elemental damage? Sounds like magic.
And it is, sort of. Fire, ice, radiation, energy. Don't ask me how this works. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. There are 3 important things you need to concentrate on. You can charge your glove in a way that allows you to release a series of smaller bursts, or one massive bolt. Secondly, you can switch the type of elemental damage for your glove. Each glove comes with 2 variants. Keep in mind different enemies can be vulnerable to different elements, so it pays off to experiment. Lastly, the essence required for the attacks can be replenished by getting close to a source of radiation. It's kind of risky, for obvious reasons.
Sounds exciting and dangerous in equal measure. Let me test this incredible device.
I'm quite content with your performance, Gray. Replenishing the essence with radioactivity may be quite risky, but you managed. It's always give and take. The key is to know when it's worth it.
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I'll try not to overdo it.
I'm glad you switched between single and multiple bursts. Gives you many options to deal with enemies.
I'll keep this in mind.
Also, I like the way you tested different types of elemental damage. Unlocking this weapon's potential is key.
I was about to say the same thing.
Well, Gray, there is hope for you, but I advise you to train a bit more. Do you wish to repeat this? Perhaps try out other fighting styles before coming back. It'll give you some more perspective.
Where are the cans for Demos? Sergeant will be pissed if his pet is not properly fed.
Are you ready for the final stage of becoming a planewalker? Splendid! Our medical unit will take care of your transmutation. Ugly thing, but we all have to get through it. But before that, you need to decide if you feel better as an eliminator, emissary, or a scientist. Or maybe you want something in between? This is important, because the MAD team will make sure that the genetic modification target the skills specific for your preferred class.
You said it only happens once, so the decisions will be final.
Usually no. However, a handful of the planewalkers experienced an unusual phenomenon where they were able to connect with their counterparts from another dimension, gaining their skills. The phenomenon remains largely unexplained. We still try to learn what makes them do that. If I were you, I'd make the decision wisely anyway. Brilliant! Welcome to the ranks of elite warriors. I have no doubt you'll accomplish incredible things.
What? What the fuck? Hello?
That's it, Mr. Black. Relax. Breathe. You're back with us. Minor confusion as expected.
Black? I think you're mistaking me with someone else.
You put a team together, you train them up, teach them everything they need to know. Already in place. And then you quit. Excuse me? You quit. When I leave here today, I don't want to see you again. I don't want to even hear your name. My father's technology will progress under my guidance, but you will have absolutely nothing to do with it.
It's so much more than Pandora. It allows us to step into the realm of human memories and thoughts, into the real world. Ariadna can recreate this echo in a fractal VR simulation. There's nothing outlandish about it.
Look, I get it. I do. It's your life's work. But just think about it. For Ariadna to work, you need a power source that doesn't exist yet. Perhaps one that cannot be found on Earth.
They want to know precisely what to expect.
New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of the above and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
What is Chernobylite?
I am God.
Chernobylite. I almost stopped noticing this strange sensation running through my veins. Almost.
Warning. There's an 85% chance of confrontation with Chernobylite corrupted, feral humanoids.
Get him! Get him! I bet I'd see it glow green if I opened up my veins. A source of unimaginable strength. My burden. My salvation. Fucker! Get him! I've been travelling through parallel worlds for 6 months now. It's been surreal. Get him! Get him! Fine, pal. Get him! Get him! I killed people. At least I think they were people. There was something off about them. Twisted faces. Red teeth. They didn't feel real.
Chernobylite deposits are suitable for extraction. Sending the data to Harvester.
Greg, I need to hear your report. I've reviewed the scan, Gray. Solid data. But I'd like to know your own assessment. But is it still safe enough to mine?
I think so. A few kilometers from here, you should find a suitable landing spot.
I trust your gut, Cole. Good job, as always. Anyway, your work here is done. Get your ass back to the Harvester. I've got some more things I'd like to discuss with you.
The answers to all the burning questions were at my fingertips, whether I wanted to know or not.
You lost your job and our home, all because of some cussed green crystal! Just a bloody battery! And now you've gone and turned into it yourself? Given up your humanity? Is this what you call protecting us?
You're confused, my boy. Disturbed. The Chernobylite is messing with your head, but I can help you.
Just let me go. I've suffered long enough.
Welcome on board the Harvester, Planewalker Coal Grey. Take your time to settle in. Once you're ready, Sergeant Kozlov would like a word.
Have you heard? Tristan was put on probation for stealing Chernobylite.
What? How much did she steal?
Only a small piece from what I understand.
What would she even do with raw material? Highly radioactive at that.
She took...
Here you are, the unit's mascot. Who put you in this travel kennel? Did you bite Gleb again? Do you remember Katie? I bet you do. Finally, a playmate your own size. Stay here, Ginger. I'll play with you when we're in this brand new world together. Gotta go. Suppose we'll never get to know the answer to that question. What does the fox say?
Attention! A special address from the NAR Director, Professor Semenov, will begin shortly.
Planewalkers, we will soon begin a reclamation of a brand new Chernobylite world. Get ready for another... Wait, what's going on? That's impossible. This shouldn't have happened. Perhaps we can still salvage the situation.
All crew of the Harvester proceed immediately to evacuation pods. This is not a drill.
Thank God you're here, Cole. My escape pod. I need to...
Calm down, Kozlov. Breathe in and breathe out. Again. Good. Feeling better?
I got hit with some shrapnel. Do you have any healing serum on you? seem to know what you're talking about. Now, go to the escape pod. I got this. When you land, try to find others. And locate Semenov if you can. He'll know what to do. Go! What are you waiting for?
Was it all for nothing? Have I sold my body and soul only to die on some distant planet?